Yo, what up? It's your boy Red here, and I'll be reviewing the anime Shuffle. Hell yeah, man. Now, I seen this a long time ago, and someone asked me to review it, and I was planning on doing it anyways. But damn, man, there's a lot of episodes to watch. So I went through them all, watched them all, went through them fast, so I might have missed things here and there. But from the gist of it, it's a romantic comedy drama thing, you know, harem. It's a harem basically. It was originally a video game. It came out back in I don't remember, like 2004. There's an adult video game, so there'll be some, you know, nudity and stuff like that. And they developed into an anime, which didn't really show any of that. So don't be expecting that. Our world is set in our world, Earth, but apparently the gate opened up 10 years ago. Demons and gods came to our world, and apparently over the years that's been happening a lot. So there's a lot of hybrid people that are either half human, half god, half human, half demon, and stuff like that in our world. But none of that matters because they hardly ever touch on that. They do, though, more than other visual novels and stuff like that. They do touch on like the demon world and the god world a bit, so don't worry if that's what you wanted to see. But the main focus here is a relationship between one guy and 3 girls. And eventually it grows into more of a harem later on. But that's what you get in the beginning. 3 girls, later 4. And then if you play the video games, it goes into 5 and beyond that. So, with all that in mind, let's go right into it. Get in the characters, because that's basically what we're going to see and know a lot about. So there we go. Rin Tsuchimi is our main character, main protagonist. The guy all the bitches want. Now, he's actually a really nice guy, a normal guy, wants to go to school every day, doesn't know what he wants to do with life, sees people live out their lives, lives with his childhood friend, not really, lives with this girl, Kaide. His parents died in the accident, along with her mother, so they live together in this house, and Kaide's dad is always off on business trips, but they're always alone. That would be a great situation for any guy, right? I mean, Kaide is a beautiful girl. Yet Rin doesn't see her in a romantic way, and it is explained why. And you can kind of have your own theories, especially when you learn the thing with their relationship. But it's all up to you guys, and no spoilers. You know how I do that shit. But he is a nice guy, and that could be a bad thing and a good thing, as you'll see in the anime. Kaide Fuyu is a girl that lives with our main character, Rin. She is a very sweet, nurturing girl, always makes breakfast for the guy, for our main character, wakes him up, seems to genuinely care for him a lot. We see it in more of a way of she wants to build a relationship with him. He doesn't see it that way. Like again, I said he's nice, and that could be a double-edged sword here. Of course, Kaide, from what we know, she actually has romantic feelings to our main character Rin, but they don't act upon it. She has an interesting backstory. It's probably the most interesting backstory of any character by far in the show. So I'm not going to spoil any of it because it really ties into Rin and Kaide and why the director chose the one heroine that Rin actually picks. Asa Shigure is a upperclassman from them. I think she's 1 year older than our main character Rin and Kaide. Friend of theirs taught Kaide how to cook. Is very flamboyant. I don't even. It's very tomboyish. I don't know why I say flamboyant. Maybe, I don't know. She's a kind of a tease, a straight up tease, I mean, I've dealt with girls like this in my life. She straight up teases. You can't tell if she likes you or not. It's that kind of situation. Of course, it is revealed later on that she does have feelings for Rin due to whole his character, basically. Lysianthus or Sia is actually the princess of the realm of the gods. Like I said, they kind of explained this. Doesn't really touch up on much of it. She's also a sweet character, likable, kind of ditzy, not mathematically intelligently or none of that, but she does know how to cook. She's relatively strong, actually, beats up people with chairs. That's actually funny. There's also a backstory to her. Not going to spoil it, but it's very similar to our next character's backstory, which is the princess of the demons, Narine. Now, Narine is also sweet, but she's a little bit more shy than her friend and cousin. So, but she has beautiful purple long hair. Oh, I forgot to mention that Demon's ears are a little bit longer than God's ears, but you'll see the difference. She's actually very skilled in magic, very intelligent, but she doesn't really know how to cook. And that's actually a big thing. And also her backstory is pretty interesting too. Like I said though, they're kind of related to each other. Primula is another character that was added in episode 2, I believe. She's a demon slash god. I kind of don't remember this shit, but she was experimented on, created due to the whole fact that she was raised in the lab. She hardly shows any emotion. She seems to like Rin due to the fact that someone that knew Rin when they were children told her all about him. This is all covered in the anime. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. Itsuki Midoriba is the only guy that hangs out with Rin and all them girls. Again, he's the type of character that's just there to have fun. Of course, he loves women and he hits on them constantly, but he will never get one. But he seems to get a lot of different other girls to make him lunch and stuff. So I'm guessing this guy has some mad skills in that department. I do like him. He's funny, but he's also a wise guy. Gives our main character some advice that follows him throughout the show. Alright, keep an eye on that. Mayumi Thyme is another character that's introduced, the classmate of Rin's. She is, you could tell right away she has 2 different colored eyes due to the fact that she's half human, half demon, or half god. One of them too. She doesn't have any powers, likes to be a reporter, and likes small titties. Because she has small titties. I don't know, there's a whole gag with them. But she does have a little bit of a story in the anime. Not too big, not too small, but just right. Kareha is a goddess. She's from the god empire or whatever, the god realm. She is very cool. I would hang out with this girl because she's funny. Every time she pictures something sexual or naughty, she goes into her own little world. She's actually really nice. I would definitely hang out with her. I wish she had a romance with our main character, but she doesn't. Nah, I don't know. In the game, I don't know. Ustoma is actually the king of the gods. He chills, drinks alongside the other king who comes on the show. Of course, he gets his ass beat up by his daughter. But he's actually a pretty cool bro. I would hang out with both of the kings because they like to drink and party. That's what's up. I don't know. I don't think that he has a big ass part in the anime. They're just fathers, you know. For Bessie's the king of the demons. They hang out together. They kind of seem to have some kind of relationship. I don't know. They're gay. Nah, they're not gay. I would just say they have that kind of relationship where you're like, these guys really hang out a lot together. I would hang out with them, maybe. But they care about their daughters, though. Their daughters, and they want them to be happy. And Rin is that person that can make them happy. Ninoshiko Benibara is their teacher, their homeroom teacher. Very attractive homeroom teacher. Very dangerous, lethal. She could slice a bottle in half, a glass bottle, with her bare hands. That's some crazy shit right there. She doesn't have a boyfriend or a man. And that kind of, you see an episode in there where she tries to find one and ends up hanging out with Rin. I don't know if that's like a hint. Hey, go for it, my man, if it is. Ama Shiguri is actually Asa's mother. Very young. Looks young for her age. Actually looks like she could be in high school. She's actually a demon or a goddess. I forget. Demon, I think. And she was experimented on. And that leads to something. And I'm not going to give it away. That's it. But she is really young, beautiful. Man, I would go out with her in a heartbeat like that. But that's another story altogether. So, That's your whole cast, most of it from what I remember. The anime itself, like I said, a lot of backstories, a lot of romance. He does end up with someone. That's the important thing. They normally don't do that in the animes or the visual novels, except for like another one that top of my head, Clannad. He never actually chooses a girl. He actually does in this one. Well, which girl is it? I'm not gonna tell you. You guys gotta watch it and find out. The best backstory of all these characters has to be Kaide's and Rin's. That shit was dark. I wasn't expecting that shit. That shit went 180. I was like, whoa. But yeah, that was some crazy shit, man. Music wise, this is pretty good. I enjoyed the opening and the closing. And music and doing the whole soundtrack of the show. Actually, I have a bunch of songs on my iPod, so yeah, I enjoyed it. The animation was great. The characters, I liked them, but they were too similar to each other. The only one that stood out was Asa. That's the only one that stood out. The other ones were all the same, nice and stuff. Asa was the only one that was bold. I mean, besides someone else, but they were really close to each other. It was hard to differentiate and hard to pick. They should have diversed the girls a little bit more, but they didn't. They supported with the backstory. I don't know. It was weird, but I was the only little issue I had with it. Overall, it was good. Rewatchability, not really. I kind of skipped a lot the second time I watched it because it's shit that you don't forget and doesn't really matter. So with all that, man, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Still pretty good, above average, good as anime. Definitely worth watching. The first time, you'll love it. The second time, you skip kind of some shit here and there. Hey, but thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub, mangs. I'll catch you all next time.